Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Royal Highness, dignitaries, present excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to speak about Riba from the perspective of the Sunnah and the Quran. The first thing we need to know is that without any question and without any doubt, Riba is haram. That Riba, according to the hadith of Rasulullah, is 70 times worse than incest with your mother. Riba is therefore the worst crime in Islam after shirk. Yet, we live in a world which is 100% taken by Riba. The only exceptions to this are small pockets in remote areas of the world where still Riba hasn't touched directly, but yet the vapor of Riba has reached. So therefore it has engaged entirely the world. The fundamentals, sorry, I was speaking far away. The fundamentals of this matter of Riba, the definition of Riba, we take from Qadi Abu Bakr Ibn al-Arabi of Seville. He wrote in Ahkam al-Quran what is the classical definition of Riba. And he said, Riba is any unjustified increment between the value of the goods given and the value of the goods received. This matter of Riba is at first clearly a micro affair. It's not microeconomics, it's microeconomics. It's looking at the cellular level of the realities of the economy of the world. And therefore saying at this cellular level that if something goes wrong at the transactional level, the entire body will be sick. And there is no cosmetics, and there is no repair at the level of the symptoms, that it will cure the body, unless at that cellular level the cancer that has grown there is eliminated. And that's why when we say what is the cause of this world crisis, there is only one answer. The answer is Riba. And the solution is not that the governments will regulate this economy. The question and the answer is we have to eliminate Riba. There is no other way. This can only be achieved by wisdom, the wisdom that comes from the only source of wisdom. That source of wisdom is Marifatullah. Without Marifatullah, there is no knowledge of any other matter in the world, in particular, human affairs. The people who would understand what this means will require that necessary element of knowledge, which we call taqwa. Taqwa is what is needed. Taqwa is we are not judging the world. Taqwa is to know that we are being judged. Taqwa means that the matter of riba is not somewhere else, is not a phantom. Taqwa means that we have riba in our lives. We cannot blame capitalism because we are the capitalist. Each one of us. In the same way, you cannot change the ecology of the world, but you have to change it yourself. You are being told to recycle now. Well, in the same way, the matters of riba are in our hands. To understand this, the importance of this, I have to go back to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says on these matters. Regarding the matters of money, you have noticed that Dr. Mahathir quite rightly pointed out that the source of this crisis is monetary crisis. And that is true, and the money that we have today is complete fraud. It's nothing. It's really nothing. Just look at it properly, and you will notice that there is only a piece of paper there. There is nothing backing it up. Not even US dollars, although the central bank of Malaysia will hold US dollars. And if that is so, then what do we have but little US dollars? And if we complain about the US dollars, what do we say about the ringgit then? Can you pay zakat with something called a ringgit? Can anybody tell me what a ringgit is? Go to the central bank and tell them what is a ringgit. A ringgit is nothing, it doesn't exist. You are holding pieces of paper for which you are being robbed at every minute of the day. But not only you, it's everybody. This is a condition that the masses have undertaken. This is the time we are living in. But it's not an ordinary time. It's a time that came after the fall of the big disaster. The big disaster for Islam, which was the fall of the Caliphate. The loss of the rulers, which now have become just councils, like what you have here in Malaysia and what we have in Niger. That great disaster of the fall of the Caliphate brought about a period that we can call the constitutional time. All the constitutions in the world, all the constitutions in the world are the same. They are the new Bible, they are the new religion, they are the new order in which we live. They are above the Bible, they are above the Quran. They are the source of law, and they are unquestionable, and therefore they are a religion. This religion is called capitalism, and it's false, and it's doomed, and it will fail. This is a crisis that shows you the failure of this system. And if you want to look at this religion, it has three elements that are common in every constitution. Number one, central bank. All the constitutions have to have a central bank. Number two, every constitution has to have national debt. And number three, you have to have the law of legal tender. The central bank is naturally the very institution of banking, which is Riba itself, is what allows commercial banking to exist and Islamic banking as well. Needless to say, you have heard me many times, Islamic banking is not haram, it's haram, it's double haram. It's worse than conventional banking, because they've done what nobody else could do. They have made the haram halal, and this is outrageous, and they will fall alongside with the rest of the banks, and you will see them merging further and further with conventional banking, that being the proof of what they are, nothing else on the matter. National debt is an outrageous idea by which somebody born in Nigeria right now owes somebody $3,350 something.